This video is sponsored by Card Kingdom. If you click on the link in the description below, it'll take you to their store and they'll know I sent you there. Alright, before we jump into another ranked draft for Core Set 2020, I want to remind everyone my content's sponsored by Card Kingdom. If you're on Twitch, you can click on the panel that has their logo on it below. If you're on YouTube, you can click on the link in the description below. It'll take you to their website and they'll know I sent you there, and you can find all the great stuff you want in their store. Alright, so let's hop in here. This is the same rare that we saw at the beginning of our last draft. Okay. So, Flame Sweep's pretty good, but it is a little build-aroundy. I think the best card here is just Silverback Shaman. You know, I don't know how much you really want to be first picking him, but I think that is what we want to do here. You know, our rare is, I said it in the draft earlier, I think it's a little underrated because it is actually decent for fixing, and some people think it's unplayable. It's not unplayable, but you certainly don't take it early or even remotely early. So yeah, so it's really between Flame Sweep and the Shaman, and I think the Shaman comes out ahead for sure. Okay, so Shock. Probably where I go here. Yeah. It is. You know, Boneclad Necromancer is nice. The green cards here are nothing special. Okay. So, took red card, green card, and then we're shown a Creeping Trailblazer, a Scampering Scorcher, and a Frost Lynx. I think those are really the cards in the conversation here. Reduced to Ashes isn't bad, but I think these three cards are all better. By at least a little bit. I'm tempted to go with the Trailblazer given how our draft has started. Frost Lynx is really good though, but yeah, I'm leaning towards Trailblazer here, seeing if we can make red-green elementals work. Let's do it. Okay, so I don't think I'm going to take an elemental here since the only one is Scorch Spitter. I think I'll just take a Mammoth Spider. You generally need him to stop flying decks, you know, and he does do that, or he helps with it anyway. Right here, I think we'd take a Lavakin Brawler over a Pack Mastiff. Just great. One of the better commons in the set. Loves fellow elementals. So, again, Scorch Spitter, not the best elemental around. I'd probably just take a Sedge Scorpion. Yeah. Trades with anything. It's good with Rabid Bite, etc. Yeah, I'll take a Thicket Crasher here. Another Elemental Payoff, who is also an Elemental. So Aerial Assault's probably the best card here. But I think I'm just going to take a Vorse Claw. Okay, so then there's this pack. So Octoprofit's pretty reasonable. If we end up in a blue deck, I mean, we could do worse. So I think we'll take him. Okay, here we'll take the Sentinel, which is a mediocre 2-drop, but, you know, it is a 2-drop. Here we'll take a Fire Elemental. Here we'll take a Prismite. I kind of hope we don't play it anyway, but, you know, maybe we do. Did pretty good on Elementals in that first pack. Ooh. Yeah, and I think we take the Icon. We've already got Elemental-wise 1, 2, 3, 4... 5 of them. So, you know, we probably need at least 7 or 8, and then we feel like we're there. I mean, we could take Frost Lynx, but this is the deck where Icon of Ancestry can really shine, and I think we try to take it here. There's no premium removal in this pack. There's not really a lot we're giving up, especially in our colors. Frost Lynx is probably, like, pack one, pick one, what I would take here. So, yeah. Most of the equipment in this set isn't very good, Jay Dorfer. That's why I don't like it. The one exception is the 2-mana, well, all 3 of the ones that make creature tokens when they come into play are pretty good, actually. So here I think we take an Ember Cat. It's another elemental payoff. It's also an elemental. Yeah. Ooh. Cavalier of Dawn is, you know, mildly tempting, but Creeping Trailblazer, you know, does exactly what we want our deck to do already. So I think we just take it. Another Elemental Lord isn't going to hurt. So I do actually like this equipment. I just don't normally take it early. Do I want to take it here? Probably not. I don't think I really want another Fire Elemental. I do think I'd rather have Keldon Raider, though. Dungeon Geists is better than Murder. Yeah, I think I would say that, Kevin. It's close, though. So yeah, I'll take Keldon Raider here. Yeah. Don't like Scorched Bitter very much. Maybe we just take a Rugged Highlands. Wolfkin Bond's okay. Rugged Highlands does make our mana a lot better, and that certainly matters. Cryptic Caves. This may actually be a deck where I might actually play it if we stick around on 2 colors. Yeah, I think we just want to pick the land here over the mediocre stuff. So, okay. So, we've got Wolf Rider Saddle, Pulse of Marasa, Destructive Digger, Vorse Claw. I think I like the Pulse most of all here. Yeah, that's what we'll go. I like, you know, the effect it brings you is pretty good. All right, here we'll take a Smuggler. Works with our Brawler. It'd be nice to get some more Brawlers. Centaur Courser is perfectly fine. I like it more than Infuriate anyway. Already got 1 Mammoth Spider, so here I think I'm going to take a Netcaster. Another Smuggler or a Ferocious Pup. Probably another Smuggler. Alright, here I think we'll take a Brightwood Tracker. Red-green seems pretty dang open. Do we want a mediocre 2-drop or a mediocre 5-drop? At least the 5-drop has a creature type that matters, right? So, yeah, here we'll take a Wolfkin Bond. Okay. So, are we a Howling Giant deck? I don't know that we are. I mean, you have to have a deck that is interested in getting to 7 mana. Right now, as our deck is constructed, probably not playing Prismite, by the way. As our deck is currently constructed, I'm not convinced that that's what we want to be doing. Hammer. You're crazy, J. Dorfer. How much have you been watching my videos and streams that you think the pick here is Colossus Hammer? But I hope that's a joke. Howling Giant is definitely the best card in this pack. Hammer plus Trample wins. Well said. Anyhow, I think we take Howling Giant. I mean, we've already got a 6. Let's have a 7, sure. Let's do it. Okay, probably another Embercat. Do I want an Embercat more than a Thicket Crasher is the question. Yeah, I probably do. We have enough elementals that I think that's a good call. We do have a Pacifism here. Barkhide Troll is also pretty nice, but its mana requirements are real, and right now I think we have enough elemental payoffs. You know, this is even one of them. That I think an elemental is just going to be better than Barkhide Troll. So the thing is Thicket Crasher something we want, but I don't think so. Season of Growth, huh? I don't really think we have a deck that can take good advantage of that. You need like a combination of creature tokens, combat tricks, rabid bites, etc. I do need removal. That is not incorrect. We don't have a lot of it. So Scorch Bitter does get a little better with the elemental payoffs and with Goblin Smuggler. I think maybe I'd rather have him than a Mammoth Spider or a Season of Growth. Yeah, I think so. Okay, definitely take another Brawler here. Really happily, actually. Feral Invocation or Mammoth Spider. Blossoming Sands. Yeah, I mean, if we take in a Pacifism, maybe we think about that. I think we take the Invocation here. Whole lot of nothing. Maniacal Rage, Heart Piercer Bow. Okay, so Goblin Bird Grabber is not very good in our deck. We do already have a Brightwood Tracker. And Reckless Airstrike's not going to make the main board. Let's grab the Bird Grabber. We just don't have enough flyers for him to matter. Anvil Rot Raptor. More mediocre 2s and 1s. You know, this is an elemental, but it's not a very good one. I still don't think we have enough payoffs to want to play him. Maybe it's close though. I mean, he's more likely to make the cut than those other things, so sure. And we'll take another one. Okay, we do get a Season of Growth in the end. Look at all those Healers of the Glade. They're so good. We could definitely have like a like all elemental deck, I think, if we wanted to. Which is kind of funny. Yeah, we did not get a lot in the way of removal, unfortunately. Unfortunately for us. So we may just have to run Feral Invocation. Kind of as a trick. So the question is Healer of the Glade better than Scorch Spitter? I mean, that question, we can answer that at another time, I guess. So probably don't want Anvil Rot Raptor. I really don't want to run Feral Invocation, if I'm being honest, but we may have to. So I think a bunch of these ones are getting cut. So in terms of elemental payoffs, all we've got, I mean, we've got 2 Embercats, 2 Trailblazers, Icon of Ancestry, Thicket Crasher, and 2 Lavakin Brawlers. I don't want Tectonic Rift. It's too situational. It's too bad in too many situations, much like the Hammer. Probably cut Brightwood Tracker. I can probably lose Greenwood Sentinel. Man, I wish I had a Risen Reef. So, Smuggler's going to be really good because of Lavakin Brawler. Do we want Howling Giant? Probably don't want Wolfkin Bond. It's a little hard to trim, but I think at least we probably cut to just 2 1-drop elementals. And I just don't think I'm going to run the Invocation. I mean, I guess it gives us pseudo removal. It's just hard for me to want to go there. It's just so swingy and situational, but still. So let's lose Scorch Spitter and a Healer of the Glade to start with. Howling Giant up at 7 is probably questionable in the end. I mean, I think it was the right pick just because he might be worth it, but with 0 ramp in our deck, yeah, I mean, he's probably not going to be good enough. And then we probably go down to 1 Healer of the Glade. Yeah. I think that works. So many creatures. So how many elementals do we actually have in the end here? We have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, that is plenty. Like I said, like if we wanted to, we could go almost all elementals, right? Like, because we have 2 Healers of the Glade that we're not playing. And so I guess maybe not all, but we could cut 2 more creatures and run 2 more elementals. And I don't think that's a bad plan. I think maybe we have enough elemental payoffs. Maybe. But the question is, what non-elemental creatures would I cut? Like, I need you need Netcaster Spider and Mammoth Spider in a deck like this, or you're gonna die to flyers. I mean, maybe Centaur Courser. I mean, he's got good stats, but that's it. So maybe we cut a Courser. I mean, maybe I'm getting a little too cute with the elemental synergies here, but I think cutting a Courser and adding a healer. Oh, we also have Scorch Spitter. Like, this is normally not a good card, but I think we have enough payoffs that I want it. Question is, are there any other non-elementals I really want to cut? And I don't think there are. Like, Smuggler enables stuff. We could consider Keldon Raider, but I think it's enough better that I don't want to do it. Yeah, so I think this is right. Yeah, let's go with this. Try to run people over with elementals. Good morning, Nate. Wow. So, I do think maybe an Icon of Ancestry hand is more keepable than usual. Like, it is going to be grindy as heck, but it's going to draw me cards and get us out of this. But the question is, how fast is our opponent's deck? Can we afford to keep this kind of hand and hope that works out for us? If I had, like, a shock instead of one of these lands, I think I would seriously consider it. But 5 lands, Smuggler, and Icon does seem like a liability. We are on the draw, though, for what that's worth. Definitely considering keeping it. Alright, let's do it. It is a dangerous keep, but it is a keep, I think. Yep, that makes it a heck of a lot better, doesn't it? Turn 2 Embercat into Icon. Not bad. Uh-oh. They're an elemental deck too, but they have Risen Reef, which is probably just better than every elemental payoff in our deck. If they can go off with Risen Reef, we are in trouble. And it's really not that hard. Oh my god. They didn't just go off with Risen Reef. They went like super crazy with it. Anytime they do that, it's like, how do you win after that? I don't really know how you do. We're going to try, though. Okay, so we're going to play Keldon Raider. Card a Mountain. I've done this once, but I've had it done to me like 5 times, I feel like, at this point. Risen Reef. Oh my god. Is this real?
I'm ready to fight.
Seems real.
It's elemental, dear.
Attack with that Risen Reef, at least. Let me kill that Risen Reef. Come on. Okay. Well. We're caught in a strange place here where, like, we need to kill Chandra, but if we try to kill Chandra, we probably... Ooh. Well, that is interesting. The life gain here, pretty nice. So I think I play Smuggler... and have them both attack Chandra. play Healer of the Glade. Gets us back up to 10, and it can trade for one of them.
Gosh, look at all these friends.
Alright, so we block this. Take 6. Hopefully they don't have a trick to finish me off. I think they may. Yeah, they do. That's so annoying. It's like the groan test card of the format. When you die to... You're like, I almost stabilized after a turn 3 Risen Reef into a turn 4 Chandra, but not when my opponent has Uncaged Fury. That's for sure. Good morning, Drop of Flame. Alright, definitely keep it. We got 1 drop, 2 drop, 3 drop potentially. Yeah, I mean, beating the... Yeah, it's like impossible to beat Risen Reef into that. It's just... Shouldn't be... I mean, you know, we just ran up against a nut draw with an incredibly good deck. So I think we've got a shot here. We really need to draw a 3rd land, though. So that we can play our Brawler next turn. And then play Goblin Smuggler and make it unblockable and all that. I do play Uncaged Fury, J. Dorfer. Maybe not as much as some. Oh, God. Why? Okay, we're in trouble now. There's no reason to attack with Healer of the Glade. Third land would be so good. But we need to get it soon. I know, you know, if you're talking about the hammer still, that's the only time I've lost to it, and it's probably not going to happen again for the rest of the format. I say that, now I'm going to lose because of it. This is not good. No reason to attack. It's a frustrating hand. The kind where a land can turn it all around is always pretty frustrating. Alright, well, I'm going to block the skeleton. Fair enough. Please give me a land. Thank you. I think we want to play the Brawler. So, yeah, we go ahead and I think we trade for Cutthroat. Take 2. Okay, so Audacious Thief is a bit of a problem here. I'm leaning towards playing my Icon, then my Ember Cat can kill the Thief in combat. Yeah. They do, of course, have a free, basically a free block with their skeleton, but, you know, does make them invest mana later and whatnot. So what we don't want is a kill spell, a bounce spell, any of those things that let their Audacious Thief just go off on us, which definitely could happen here. If it's something like Blade Brand, I'm not that concerned about it. But if it's a combat trick, it's going to hurt. All right. Another Cutthroat, sure. So I think I just attack with my Brawler and play Keldon Raider here. Yeah. Question is, do I hold on to this? I think we discard it. Okay, Thicket Crasher's going to be nice. Oh, you know what's a non-bow that I just realized? My Smuggler can't actually make Lavakin Brawler unblockable anymore. Because of Icon of Ancestry. That's annoying. Fair enough. Okay. Actually, I think playing another Brawler. Attacking with the first one. So, double Brawler in play is pretty nice with Icon of Ancestry. Even if I can't make them unblockable anymore. But being able to play the Thicket Crasher and give them both trample next turn could be a pretty big deal. Honestly, I think we can get away with just taking 5 here. Well, that's annoying. Yeah, lets them put 2 bodies into play. So I think we gotta attack here. They have to block something. Because trample. So. No, they're gonna take one of them down even. That's okay with me, I think. If that's what they want to do, you know? That trample is a pain for our opponent. I think they probably do want to double block one of them. Math is for blockers, it's true. Alright, so they're going to go to 3 here. Someone going to 3 when you know you can sneak a Smuggler in with haste is always kind of appealing. It's like, blow up my Icon of Ancestry and I have lethal. Weirdly enough. I think I just take it again. There's just not very many tricks in this format that are going to make it so these guys do lethal. Like, what they could have is Agonizing Siphon in their hand, I guess. Agonizing Siphon can win me the game, but... I mean, win them the game. But if they have it anyway, they'll be able to survive long enough to probably kill me. So we'll just take it. Let's see if we die to Agonizing Siphon here. That's not an Agonizing Siphon, so that's good. So, doesn't that mean we can sneak enough damage through? Attack with both. Yeah, they're it should be working, Deckmaster. So, this is going to jump up to 5 power. This has 5 power already. So we've got, yeah, we've got 10 damage here. So they have to take, they already have to take what is basically lethal. So I guess we'll just play the Smuggler to be safe, but... yeah, that gets us there. Let's look at Deckmaster real quick. Yeah, I think the servers are down. It has connected to Deckmaster server in red, so that's unfortunate. I did play Duels of the Planeswalkers. That one went more the way we hoped it would. Okay, I think we can keep this. I actually don't think our draw was that crazy, Flavius J. We haven't even gotten our Elemental Lord yet. What's that? Well, there he is. Okay. We do have 2 of them. So we'll play Healer of the Glade. And actually, we'll play Creeping Trailblazer on turn 2. Who am I kidding? Yeah. I mean, there's a chance he dies to, like, a shock or a disfigure. Unfortunately, this color pair does have lots of ways to kill it at common / uncommon, but... main board Noxious Grasp. I don't know why people do that in best of 1. Seems like a very risky move. Obviously, it worked out for our opponent. Well, this is one of those horrible situations against Audacious Thief where you can't do anything to stop him. You never want that to be happening. Okay, so... we'll play the Brawler. Yeah, maybe, that's true. If you have some combination of, like, Rummaging and Scuttlemutts, maybe it makes sense. Play the Shaman. I could attack with my Brawler here. Like, the trade isn't horrible, but when you have Goblin Smuggler, I just don't think I want to do it. I think also it's clear that their draft train wrecked a little bit, and so they're like, let's run the really spiky card that, like, the card that can just win me games if I get it against the right people, but is horrible against everyone else, kind of thing. And sometimes that's the right thing to do. I mean, it gives you the... If you go up against the right opponents, you're going to have a good chance of it working out for you. And if you don't, you're in trouble. But if your deck's already bad, you may as well have that huge variance. Alright. Alright, so I think we attack with our Shaman. I think we're okay with the trade here, frankly. Get to draw a card, trample for 1. Thank you for the follow, Obtwixilus. Ooh. Drawing a land means we can go, here's Force Claw. Sup. 8 people generally are the number of people in a draft. I should have held on to that land, because I have Keldon Raider in my hand. So I'm going to play Mammoth Spider. Glad you made it to the stream, Obtwixilus. Ooh. So I think we go Ticket Crasher, Goblin Smuggler. Yeah, that gets us there. I don't necessarily think they were a noob. They could have been, but I think, you know, when you're running that many cards that are, like, mediocre, I think it really means something went really wrong in your draft. I think they attacked with the Thieves there because there was probably an out they had that was, like, their only way to win the game. I've been there. I think Modern Horizon drafts are still on Magic Online, but they're not for much longer. Seems pretty good. Turn 3 Thicket Crasher, potentially, anyway. Welcome to the stream, Rancid Rants. I don't know if I'd say Modern Horizons is one of the best draft formats of all time. It was pretty fun, though. Yeah, M20's around for a while. So this makes the question, maybe it's just better to play my Smuggler and attack for 4 here than to play Thicket Crasher. I think it is. Can play the Crasher next turn. Oh yeah, they're in trouble. Like, just playing Leafkin Druid in this situation is not really where you want to be. Yeah. I could play Creeping Trailblazer, but I think playing the Crasher is just going to be better. We'll just attack with both creatures. This is going to be pretty brutal for them when we play our Trailblazer. Assuming that's what we get to do here. Because that makes it so these can both just attack right through a Leafkin Druid. Well, I guess the Thicket Crasher already can, but he can even more effectively. I don't feel like Obtwixilus. I feel like the aggro deck doesn't really come together as much as I would have hoped, like the red-white one specifically. So it's probably the one I've seen successful the least frequently. Oh, I should have, yeah, they scooped anyway. I actually should have made this unblockable, though. Right, I will be right back. Okay. Meanwhile, I think elementals come together the most effectively on Twixless, but I would say that this format isn't hugely about like archetypes and synergies. I mean, apart from like this is an aggro deck, this is a control deck type things. All right, I think we keep this. Actually, it's really good if we can go Healer of the Glade, Creeping Trailblazer, Icon of Ancestry. That's a pretty savage start if we can do it. Okay, so Trailblazer. Might eat a shock, unfortunately. And he does. Why do we have to be playing against a red deck? What's that about? Ember Hauler. Well, that's annoying. Okay. We need our mana situation to improve pretty quickly here. Double Ember Hauler is not great news for us, especially as we draw another Creeping Trailblazer. I mean, I think we play it. I mean, you know, we've got to trade for cards at least, and that does let us do that, so... yeah. There's no way we can just, like, wait to play it, because, especially because of the way our hand looks right now. Oh, God. That's not ideal. Okay. However, I think I actually play my icon here. Name Elemental. And attack Chandra. So they either have to block, yeah, or let her loyalty go to 1.
Well, I wasn't expecting that.
And then hopefully we can use the Smuggler to finish her off. I think we'll be able to. It does mean we're going to take a hit, but... yeah, so we think we go Smuggler. Hope they don't have another shock, right? They have another shock here. Thank God.
I'm out of here.
Really glad I went with the unblockable part there. Okay, we're going to take a big hit here. But I think we might stabilize after this big hit. Yeah, it helps. Yeah, kill the Smuggler. If we can weather this storm... oh, man. So much for weathering this storm. Yeah, that's not great. So, I think we block this guy and this guy. Go to 4. Yeah. Right now, another healer of the Glade would be pretty welcome. Gotta say. So, yeah, block both those. They get to make something bigger. Crap. Oh, wait, we have a Netcaster Spider. It's not as scary as I thought it was for a second. Hey, I wanted another Healer of the Glade. Thank you. Gives me a little more breathing room. We can just leave mana up for our icon if we do that, or we can use Feral Invocation. So I think we might get ourselves out of this. So we can mess up Griffin Protector here with Feral Invocation, plus have a huge spider hanging around. All right, so I think we go for that. Even if they have God's Willing, it's not gonna mess us up too much. Okay, so do I attack with my Lavakin Brawler? It'll become a 6 power creature. Nah, it's not worth it yet. Oh wait, if I play my other Lavakin Brawler though, becomes a 7 power creature. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so now I think we do attack. They don't have great blocks. Yeah, I mean, thinning out their board at this point is big. Because we have the card advantage engine in play that if we flood out, you know, we have a way out. The same can't be said of them. Thank you for the follow, Rancid Rants. So yeah, I think we get this Elemental out there. And do we attack with our Lavakin Brawler again? I mean, what they can do here is like block and give up Ember Hauler, but I think the fact remains, if we can thin out their board, I mean, we're going to be in great shape. So, since our icon will win us the game in the long run. Of course, how many elementals are left in our deck, actually? 3, 4, 5, 6. We actually only have like 3 left in our deck at this point. All right, so we're going to get to kill 3 things here, basically. Assuming they use their Ember Hauler. Oh, no, never mind. They don't have to. Got it. So, I mean, like, as long as we draw spells, I think we can keep attacking. We don't draw a spell here. So, I think we just go ahead and use the icon. Why would you tap my red mana? Okay, well, that works. Works for me. I think we attack with our Fire Elemental here. I'm just hoping... Okay, they decided to scoop. I was going to say, I'm just hoping they don't find a way to do 7 to us out of nowhere, because we really had managed to stabilize, and, you know, that would be painful. Alright. 4-1 so far with this one, so we're at least going to win more than we lose with this deck. See if we can do better than that. Seems solid. Our silly Healer of the Glades. I mean, I think they get to be worth it with enough elemental payoffs. I think we got there, but it's still don't love the feeling of playing one on turn 1. Unless I can follow it up with creeping whatever guy. Alright, so this could be a free attack. They'll probably block, though. Sure. Play Sedge Scorpion. Alright, I think we just end our turn. I'm probably just going to trade the Scorpion for the Crasher here. They mono green. They very well may be. Okay. Do I slap this Feral Invocation on something just to use my mana? Sometimes that's a good idea, but I don't think we're desperate enough here. Like, we don't need to use our mana that desperately. What is happening here? Our last opponent conceded too early. That opponent really conceded too early. Maybe they had to go. I don't know. They must have, I guess. Well, we're at 5-3. We definitely deserve it, too, after that last game. I mean, like, maybe they were color screwed, but, like, still waited out. Like, our hand was not, like, gonna really punish them for being color screwed there. I mean, you know, we had stuff to do, but it wouldn't have... We couldn't run them over or anything. I mean, you know... Very strange. Alright, this seems solid. See if we can keep a Trailblazer in play, huh? That'd be nice. We keep playing against people playing red and black. Oh, Trailblazer might live, or at least make them pay some mana. Okay. We're gonna attack. It's a free attack at this point. Obviously, yeah. Yeah, so we get the 2. Yeah, let's find out if Chandra's Spitfire is about to... I mean, I've had games where you can get it up to like 7 power and it just kills people, which is hilarious. Oh yeah, Chandra's Outrage there is pretty nasty because it does 2 to me, kills my creature, and they swing for 4. Not exactly what you're hoping for. Alright, so Keldon Raider will be nice here. We have too many lands, so let's get rid of a forest. Our Mammoth Spider can block Chandra's Spitfire, so when that day comes, I'll be pretty happy. That day will probably be next turn. Yeah, so I think we play the Spider. Ooh, Scorch Spitter plus Spitfire's gross too. So they're basically, basically built around Chandra's Spitfire, it feels like, right? I actually think playing Smuggler and Embercat is better here because they can both kill the Spark Spitter in combat. Well, so can Fire Elemental, but these two can do it. They can kill both of them right away, and that's kind of what we need right now. We need to stop the bleeding. Let's just hope they don't have reduced to ashes or something. Okay. You think they go all in aggro here? No, they don't. Okay, so I think I play Fire Elemental. Gain a life off my Rugged Highlands. In my turn. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. So this is going to do 7, 10, 11, 12. So we won't quite be dead. But pretty freaking close. This is a pretty sweet aggro deck with the Spitfire. My question is, what do they do if they don't have their Spitfire? Okay. Alright, so we have to take that 10. But which will drop us to 2. So, yeah, we're gonna have to kill the mammoth, block the mammoth spider, but we definitely don't want to kill it, is what I'm trying to say. All right, they could have plenty of ways to kill us here, but I think this is what gives us the best possible chance. And now they're going to have 2 flyers on their turn, and we can't block them both, so we're just dead, right? Oh, not if they can't pump him, actually. If they can't pump him, we have a chance. Chandra's Outrage. Tectonic Rift for the win. Yeah. First time I've lost to that card in this format, but this was a deck where it definitely made sense for our opponent. I wonder how many Spitfires they had. That would be a pretty ridiculous deck if you have like 3 Spitfires. Like that's the dream. I've had decks where like I ran the Spitfire and it was good, but not that good. Okay. If I'm going first, I think I can keep this. It's a very slow hand, but there's a decent chance we draw other stuff we can play. And even if we don't, since we're going first, like Keldon Raider is, you know, if that's the first thing we get to do, that's not the end of the world. Yeah. Pulsa Marasa would have been nice in that last game. Right, Rugged Highlands. Two drop. Oh, there he is. Does he get to live this time? Interesting. So, pretty tempted. Like, if they decided to block here to use my Feral Invocation. Block. Come on, it'll be fine. Just block. Just block. It'll be fine. Aw. Okay. Not worth using it there just to do the extra damage. I mean, just because, you know, we'd like to make sure we can take down at least a card from our opponent. And it's not going to be that easy to do there, especially. Okay, so they're going real slow. All right, so let's attack. I think I want to play my Brawler more than I want to play the Raider right here. Glad you're catching the stream, Celtic Bushido. Poor creeping Trailblazer.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna try something new.
What are they considering doing to our Brawler? Bouncing it, maybe? Well, I guess the answer isn't bouncing it. So we'll attack her. I have to block with Leafkin Druid or she dies, so that kind of works out for us. Then I think I play Keldon Raider. Discard a mountain. Uh-oh, they're using her mana for something. Okay. I was worried it was going to be something a little scarier. I'm glad that it's not. Okay, so... I wanted to leave up mana for Feral Invocation. That's why I didn't like play an Elemental in my first main phase. Because the Invocation's pretty great here. They do have mana and one card in their hand, so if they have an Unsummon, we're going to be pretty unhappy. But yeah, I think we go Feral Invocation. Do they have the Unsummon?
I can't stay, but trust that I haven't given up on you.
Guess not. Now the exchange works out really, really, really well for us. They still have a ton of mana. We just have to hope they don't have some crazy bombs, you know? Which they definitely could have. Bone to Ash? Yeah, probably. Alright, well, we're still attacking with both. We always have our pulse, you know? Pulse to get back Feral Invocation, like, could potentially be really funny. Oh, I should have played my Healer of the Glade first. Mistakes were made. They're gonna be at 1 life when we lose the game, probably. Yeah, that's an annoying card. So we really can pulse and get back Feral Invocation, potentially. We might want to do it. Oh, it goes to... Yeah, no, it goes to our hand. What are our other options? I mean, they're not going to be as impactful at all, so... Let's do this. So if they block with... Yeah, so I think we go Pulse. Oh, wait. You can't get that. Never mind. One cannot get back. It's only creatures or lands, so never mind. We'll just let them bounce off each other. And then play Mammoth Spider. Okay. Attack everybody. 4, 7, 8. So shock kills them here now. No, it doesn't. I'm just really good at math right now. Probably should have gotten back Creeping Trailblazer, huh? Or something. But now it doesn't really matter, so we'll wait till the end of their turn. If I'd gotten back the Trailblazer, we could have had lethal. I could kill the tracker, but I think holding on to shock to try to kill them is probably better. They missed, so that's rough. Yep, mistakes were made. win anyway. So this will be the last game of this draft, one way or another, whether we win or lose. Well, that's an interesting hand. But, I mean, I think we can keep it. Yeah. If we flood out, we're going to be fine. We'll get to play everything, you know. And if we don't flood out, that probably means we're drawing creatures we can actually play. So, it's, I think it works out okay. And plus, Healer of the Glade does give us a little bit of extra time. Well, now we have a 3-drop. One that'll make our healer bigger. Nice. So, you know, like I said, hitting the mana, not a bad thing. So if we draw another land here, I think we're okay with it. And we do. So we're actually also going to get to use the icon at the end of their turn because we don't have anything else to do with their mana this turn. I think we offer up the trade here. A 1-drop for a 3-drop works for me. Yeah. So we use our icon at the end of their turn. Pretty good chance we can hit something with it. Well, that's not fun, but at least they don't have a Risen Reef in play, right? We do weirdly not have the mana to play Fire Elemental, but I think that's okay, and we'll just play our Shaman here. If he gets reduced to ashes, I guess reduced to ashes, that's not going to be very much fun. But it looks like they can't do that this turn anyway, so. Also not fun, but better than him getting reduced to ashes. So, Vor's Claw, sup. He's a big boy. Hopefully they don't just keep throwing Frost Lynxes out there. That's the annoying situation one can end up in, though, against these decks. Okay. Smuggler. Pretty close to, yeah. Okay, so I'm going to attack with the Vor's Claw. I'm going to play an Ember Cat, and then at the end of their turn, we can decide if we want to Pulse or play Icon of Ancestry. Or use Icon of Ancestry. Pulse does gain us a bunch of life, essentially. Man. There's some big boys out there. I think at this point, it's probably better to just use the Icon. Yeah, I'll take the Trailblazer, I think. Yeah, because now we can play... Yeah. So... I think now I'm actually going to attack with both these big boys. Probably should have just played Trailblazer first, especially because I knew we had it. It wouldn't have made a big difference on the turn, but... So Pulse can gain us a bunch of life, as can Healer of the Glade, and we can also choose to use our Icon again if that's what makes sense. Would be nice to hit our trample elemental guy. That's for sure. Spider would be pretty good too, I guess. At this point. Do they attack us? Or do you think they've suffered enough that they'll stop? Makes sense. Right, I think we use this again. We whiff. That's never fun. Hey, but we do hit a Thicket Crasher after that, so that works. That's kind of who we were hoping we would hit, and we dug into it. Yeah, gets us there. We won 7 with that one. That was definitely a super synergistic elemental deck. We did get a couple free wins too, certainly. But, you know, the punts and the free wins even out.